So we know that Hollywood plays a substantial role in aligning itself with the intelligence community. How the CIA has operatives in Hollywood studios to greenlight projects. That's why certain shows that are on Amazon and Hulu and stuff, they're surprisingly very, very pro-war and align themselves with the current occupations of the military. Isn't that interesting that just out of curiosity, out of coincidence, that there'll be a show about, invading Venezuela when they're talking about invading Venezuela? Just a coincidence, right? That they would greenlight a show exactly aligning that stuff. It's almost like they're trying to propagandize you for it. I cannot confirm nor deny that. But never would I thought that it would come down to this, that the coverage of Ukraine and the propagandization of the whole entire conflict. Like, we know that Hollywood, unfortunately, is, benefacting over this. They're doing PR tours. We've seen, celebrity after celebrity trying to endorse Zelensky as a prominent hero. He was invited to the Oscars and the Emmys and these award shows that really just fathoms my mind. We saw the Sean Penn interview that he did on Sean Hannity and basically, lusting over him like some sort of love affair. It's insane. It's insane. And considering that people could gush and lust about, a comedian that turned into a politician over there and say that he's some sort of family man for going against Russia, but also don't realize how this person became president and the disturbing tale of how Ukraine got into the situation that's in right now it just shows how manipulative and how naive the general public is, and especially people in Hollywood. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy that all these celebrities and all these actors, and I don't know if it's, just career climbing. I don't know if it's just to please their masters or to get the next role. I don't know what their job is, but you think one of them would be smart enough to do a quick little research glance into the history of Ukraine and discover exactly what we're doing over there. I don't know. Maybe they just want to be naive and full of themselves. Just like this here. I have to show you this because this is just downright crazy to this point. So Sean Penn being one of the people, and I used to at least a little bit admire Sean Penn because he was one of those humanitarians, and he cared so much about third world nations, and he was highly vocal about that during like the late 90s, I think early 2000s. He was really vocalized on that. But now that same humanitarianism is now going to aid neo-Nazis. So it goes to show you how people can easily be duped and manipulated to a complete 180 to do something that they know for a fact they should be totally against. And Sean Penn has been one of the biggest kiss asses to a nefarious person like Zelensky, to the point that he's about to arrive with a certain present for Zelensky. I kid you not, this guy's bringing him a gift. In the middle of a war, in the middle of a battle, they're sitting down at a dining hall and they're about to exchange presents in a war zone. I guess it's not that important that your own people are dying that you can sit at a dining hall with a former actor, the guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I screwed up that title, didn't I? It is Fast Times, right? Yeah, Fast Times at is it Ridgemont? Anyway, you know what the movie I'm talking about. I'm having brain farts at the moment, but let's just show this. Let's just show this.
This is for you.
Oh, Sean.
Yes.
No.
Please.
That is yours.
No, I feel terrible outside. It's just a symbolic, silly thing.
Yes, but
if I know this is here with you, then I'll feel better and stronger for the fight.
So I love how he admits out in the open, like, this is such a silly little thing. It's symbolic. It doesn't really mean anything. I feel embarrassed that I just have to give it to you. Give it to you. A nefarious puppet of NATO, a nefarious puppet of neo-Nazis that are confirmed by every Western outlet before 2022. Like, just how bizarre this all is. Bizarre how this all is. And the fact that he's giving him an Oscar, I guess he's only going to get 30% of it. If an American's giving Ukraine an Oscar, they're only going to use 30%. As confirmed by reports. This is just insane. This is just insane. And like I said, I don't know if Sean Penn is just completely full of himself, and I don't know if he's trying to do this as a career climb that, oh, if I give Zelensky an award that really is meaningless, which I still kind of find that funny that an actor is willing to admit to that. Because you hear about all these, famous people that are like, oh, I'm destined to win an Emmy. I'm destined to win an Oscar. I used to be one of those people that would watch award shows. Honest to God. I would sit down and enjoy the award show. I love the production and stuff. And I used to be one of those people. Until I realized that the awards really are meaningless. Like, honest to God, it's symbolic. It's all bullshit. Even if you don't win an award, isn't the most important thing that you produced a television show or a movie or a Broadway hit or something like that people are enjoying? Isn't that the most important thing? Does a little statue that has probably been, touched on and dealt with so many different people, does it really matter if you get one of them or not? He just admitted that they're completely useless. That I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give to you a completely useless thing. That's why it's so perfect that this is tweeted out by Clown Worlds, this Twitter account. But there's more to this.
If I know this is here with you, then I'll feel better and stronger for the fight.
So great honor, but until we will.
When you win, bring it back to Malibu.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Because I'll feel much better knowing there's a piece of me here.
We have to be. Some moment which is very important. It's not from me. It's from Ukraine. And it's more. Yeah, please.
The president of Ukraine.
God, he has all this music. This is such a performance thing. Oh my God. Oh look! Oh look! So Zelensky gives Sean Penn a symbolic gesture. Here's a bunch of medals from the people of Ukraine that are currently suffering under my regime. Yay! You're exchanging gifts in a war zone. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is just gross. This is just so gross. Which Deno reminds us in this tweet here. All these Hollywood actors doing PR tours in Ukraine to show their support Zelensky will always be funny to me because what do they think their presence is actually doing for anyone? That's a true fact. What do you think that Sean Penn, what exactly is gonna benefit Ukraine if Sean Penn or Ben Stiller makes an appearance there? How's that benefiting the war? How is it benefiting the people that are suffering and dying currently in the streets right now in both Ukraine and Russia? How do you think that's benefiting people that Hollywood actors are meeting up with leaders that are causing this war to begin with? Nobody asked for this war. Nobody wanted to the point of nuclear annihilation. Nobody wanted this conflict to happen in the first place. In fact, this all started because people of the Donbass region who mostly align themselves as being Russian, have Russian ties and culture, want to head back to the motherland. They want to be part of the Russian dominance. And Ukraine, which was already a corrupted nation at the time, we know about this. It's been published multiple times. They said no, they wanted to attack, and next thing you know, Russia came in and tried to defend the Donbass region, and next thing you know, we're in this situation now. And NATO and the United States played a part in this, and now NATO countries are also aiding into this. There's the pipeline that's involved. There's the Minsk Accord that was completely ignored. There's so much, so goddamn much that led to this that nobody in Hollywood bothers to even look it up. And like I said, I don't know if it's, just career climbing or to please their masters, or they're trying to get an SNL skit playing this guy. I don't know if they fantasize him as a hero in their sleep. I don't know what the deal is. But it's just downright gross and laughable. It's gross that this is happening, but it's also laughable that they don't even know why they're doing it. Sean Penn has no idea why he's going over there to kiss ass to Zelensky. It's not helping the people of Ukraine. It's not helping the people of Russia. It's not helping anybody to do this. And you're still a so-called humanitarian. I love how he also adds, if I see Ben Stiller visit my president, I'll accept defeat the same day and back my bags for Russia. That it just shows how empty gesture symbolic bullshit this really is. That's all it really is. It's just narcissism. They think that they're, doing great goodness. Oh, well, he's Jewish, so, you're helping your kind by aligning yourself to neo-Nazis. And remember this? Remember when they did magazine covers during wartime at the height of the war? I guess it wasn't too serious when Zelensky and his wife are able to, pose for Vogue. I guess it's not a really big deal to deal with that situation. I guess it's really not a painful, heartbreak, and you're dealing with such chaos right now that you as a leader are trying everything that you can to defeat Russia, but we'll pose first. We'll pose for a fashion magazine. In my green t-shirt. Hopefully it hides all the Nazi Sigma that's on my arms. But hey, I can at least know that celebrities are willing to do whatever they can, including taking actual Nazis to Disney World to honor them. As Jon Stewart did. Jon Stewart took an actual Nazi to Disney World. Remember, this is from August. Jon Stewart and the Pentagon honor Ukrainian Nazi at Disney World. So this just goes to show the Hollywood motif and how collectivized it is with the security states, the nefarious evil pricks of the military-industrial complex, how they're tied with the establishment, how they're tied to propaganda, how they're tied to... Hollywood's just a factor of the narcissistic evilness, the sociopathicness of the government complex that's demonizing, oppressing, and epitomizing everyday ordinary people. And I don't know. I don't know if these people are just career climbers and they think they're doing good. I don't know if they're just completely dove right into the propaganda and don't realize. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But all you have to do is take a quick Google search. Look at the history of Ukraine. Look at the history of the coup attempt in 2014, how we overthrew the democratically elected government to install a puppeteer government and align ourselves with neo-Nazis. Even mainstream outlets here in the West, all mainstream media outlets in the West here, confirmed that we're dealing with neo-Nazis before this invasion happened, before any of this happened. And now they just got a complete 180. But Sean Penn just wants to go over, why can't we just have some pizzas and, talk about how evil Putin is. See what I did here? That's that quote from Fast Times. It is Ridgemont High, right? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'm gonna have to Google it, but I don't know why I had a brain fart. I know the movie. I know the movie. It has Judge Reinhold and Phoebe Cakes and Jason Jennifer Lee. I know that movie so well, and Sean Penn. I just had a brain fart out the title of it. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. But there you go. That's Hollywood for you. That's the Hollywood PR machine that wants to embed itself with the military-industrial complex to please the establishment, to please the owner class, instead of actually doing humanitarian work. There's actual, scenarios. There's a genocide in Yemen. There's a outbreak in Ethiopia. There's people that are dying in worse-shaped countries, but it's okay because Jon Stewart is willing to give a medal to an actual Nazi. A Jewish comedian is going to take the time to honor a Nazi. What an age we live in.